What's going on?
I have a surprise for you, a toy surprise, and a surprise.
Oh,
It's the lost episode.
well, I'm definitely lost. How did I get here?
I kind of went back in time, and we're going to do the lost episode again.
And maybe you should explain how we lost the episode to the fine folks at home.
So we filmed an episode.
Full episode.
Started editing, and I released a second episode that we filmed.
That's right. Yeah.
And then I thought that the footage from the first episode was the edited parts, and I erased it all to clear up room, and then went to edit that episode and was like, where is it? And looked on the cloud, and it wasn't saved. And let's just say it's gone forever.
Yeah. So we're going to redo the lost episode.
So it's Father's Day.
Yeah, it was Father's Day.
It was Father's Day, yeah.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore.
No. Who went first last time? I don't remember.
I don't know. Why don't I go first?
Yeah, I think you did actually go first.
I did.
Yeah.
So I've got one of my favorite toys of all time right here. It is absolutely a humzinger damn-a-dinger.
I'm going to pretend to be surprised.
Okay.
Because I already know what it is.
This came with me to kindergarten.
Really?
This was my pal, the Fonz.
Wow.
Absolutely, by Mego.
Yeah.
And this figure was unique for its time because it had a special feature. Not only did it have opposing thumbs, which in itself is just pretty awesome considering the Fonzie and his...
they went out of their way for the thumbs.
Mm-hmm. But there's a little lever on his back, so you can make him do this forever. I mean, that is a selling point.
Yeah, yeah. I was always sort of curious about this fleshy colored, this peach colored lever on the back.
I had a peach colored lever on my back, and I had it removed a few months ago. Yeah, Henry Winkler was at the peak of his popularity. 1976, this figure came out. I got it probably in 77 or 78. And I was a huge fan of the Fonz.
Yeah,
and he would come with me to school, and I would.
No way.
Yeah,
wow.
I brought him to kindergarten a few times. I remember having
That's
him.
So cute.
I putting him in my uncle's snake terrarium.
Whoa.
Fonzie jumped the snake.
Ah, as that does.
Yeah, but I remember playing with him there, and I didn't have any of the other guys. I just had Fonzie, but I found it really weird that they never made a play set for them, because Mego always made really great play environments for a lot of their lines, like Planet of the Apes. There was, of course, the Forbidden Zone. They even had an Ape City.
Didn't they make like a Fonzie garage?
They made Fonzie's garage, but that wasn't in the show. They should have made Arnold's.
Oh, it wasn't correct.
Yeah, it wasn't correct. They should have made Arnold's, in my opinion. They gave Fonzie a hot rod.
Oh.
Which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But they also gave him this, which this like completes it. Fonzie's motorcycle.
How cool is that?
It works. It has batteries, and you kind of put them on it, and you can turn on the switch, and it's bump and go. It just sort of goes around, and it hits things and goes backwards, and it's just such an amazing figure.
I love that the license plate says Fonzie.
So
in case he forgets his name.
In case you accidentally are going to put your Evel Knievel on the Fonzie bike.
Yeah, it looks very similar to the Evel Knievel.
I mean, it was, no pun intended, riding on that idea of the popularity of the Evel Knievel toy.
They would have come out, I think Evel Knievel was 74?
Yeah. A year or two later, this one came out.
Yeah.
But if they were to have a race, Evel Knievel would win, because it's just much quicker. But this is a better toy.
It's a smaller bike, too, and a smaller figure for Evel Knievel.
Yeah.
So you probably would have fly.
This is a much more fun toy in my opinion because it does wheelies.
Yeah.
It goes around and just does all sorts of cool
Fonzie's got
stuff.
training wheels.
He does have training wheels. That's the other thing I wanted to point out, that he has training wheels.
Is that a kickstand or something?
It has a kickstand. Yeah, you can kick
yeah.
up the kickstand, and
That's kind of
there
cool.
he goes. You can
He's awesome.
Fonzie it up.
My friend from when I was a little kid, Kenny Kell.
Kenny Kell.
He had this toy.
Did he? Kenny Kell had a lot of toys, didn't he?
He did. Yes, and this was one of them.
That's cool.
I don't think he had the motorbike.
No,
but he had the Fonzie toy.
Yeah, I never had the motorbike as a kid. I had just had the doll.
And I would go over there every day after school and play with his toys. And Fonzie was one of the ones I was always like, hey.
Yeah.
And Happy Days was on like every day after school.
Oh yeah, 100%. It was on every day at 4:30.
Yeah.
I remember the one episode I always looked forward to the most was the episode where they went into the haunted house. Oh. I've lost my head.
He's tried. I've seen that one.
Ralph Malph is scared out of his mind.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
really
remembering it now.
Really cool episode.
The other thing was Battle of the Planets. I watched that every day.
Oh yeah.
After school. Oh,
that was on before school.
For me, it was after.
What TV did you have?
I lived out in the farm area.
Where everything's backwards. They put their shows on in the morning and the night.
We had to watch television. We had a giant antenna. And then we had this big dial, and it'd be like gong, 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 and the antenna was turning around.
Come on.
Yeah, top of we had that. Kenny Kell had the antenna that turned. We had the antenna that didn't turn. So you, gunk, 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 gunk. You'd be like pressing this thing that was had a wire attached to the thing, and you had to like try and find the channels that were coming in.
Right.
It was like maybe 3 channels, and then 2 or 3 channels that were kind of snowy, but we'd kind of like try and watch the American channels.
Totally. You'd be like, I saw Fonzie. Did you see him? So yeah, Fonzie by Mego, great toy.
Cool, and he rides with no handle grips. Eh?
Yeah, no handle grips.
It's just that's
all
the kind of
danger.
guy he is. Yeah.
Hey, what do you got, Andrew? Oops.
Whoops.
You did it last episode. I think we're going to try not to do this again, or
right.
civilian names. I'll just bleep that out.
Yeah. First we have this. Our new sponsor.
Oh, another sponsor. They keep dropping us.
So we had a big crate of this. Sully's Craft Soda. Yummy. Watermelon and lime.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
What's the sugar content on this? I just had a diabetes crash before we...
I'll save it for later then.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna see what happens. Maybe this will be the most exciting episode ever where I die on camera.
Tastes like watermelon rinds.
Tastes like feet.
I wouldn't know what feet
I
taste
don't
like.
know either. But if you're looking for a refreshing feet flavor, try Sully's watermelon rind water. What do you got?
Okay, I have to get ready.
Oh, one of these now, is it? Is that a bee mask? Oh, look at that, guys. All right, oops. Lab Monkey has hundreds and hundreds of pairs of glasses. He's like the Elton John of toys. Oh, yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
Out, eh?
I kind of want him.
And there's his feature. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hey, keep that away. I'm allergic. I got an EpiPen. I got an AP pen.
So this, I got the card back. This is from '94.
Creepy crawlers. Wow.
Yeah. This is Rumblebee.
I didn't know they made an action figure line.
Yeah. So there's the Crime Grimes. As part of the Crime Grimes, and then there's the Goop Mandos. There's the back of the card. The back of the card's really cool.
How much should they retail for? $4 or $5?
Yeah, so I actually bought this.
$5.99.
At the Bay, $5.99. So way back in the 90s, I bought this. And it was falling off the card, so I just took it off.
Canada Games.
Yep. And this art is great. Eh?
Oh, it's fantastic. That's absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really cool. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of articulation and a stinger. And it looks like he has little peg holes on his wings.
Yeah, I think there's like it comes
but
also.
Why?
Also comes with a metal tray. as part of the Creepy Crawlers line.
Oh,
of,
maybe you can
insects.
make additional pieces.
Yeah, you make more. Yeah, with the plastic goop, you make more stuff,
Wow.
and then you add it on to him.
And then you can stick it on him somehow. What an innovative idea for a toy.
And at the Oddities and Curiosities show, I bumped into Kurt McGurtis.
Yeah, Kurt McGirt.
And I bought this.
Man.
This is the original, right?
The original Fright Factory pack.
Thing maker back in 1966, I think.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Wow, and now monster toys were hugely popular back then.
So this one was more, this is the more monster based, and then in the 90s it came out more insect.
That's right.
Creature based.
But look at the amazing box art.
So cool.
And I know someone who has those 2 kids tattooed on their arm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was going to say, you're going to say you knew someone who has these 2 kids.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Like, oh wow, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I used to have the shrunken head that came out of that, and I found it at a garage sale, just sitting there, and I didn't know what it was, but I bought it for like $0.25, and ended up giving it to a friend of mine, and then I found out down the line that it was actually just the shrunken head from a Fright Factory.
Yeah, as a kid, we used to go to this flea market, and this guy would sell things that he made out of his thing maker.
Really?
And we didn't know that it was from this toy, but we just thought these were like factory toys. So I bought like the shrunken head and like little skeletons and all kinds of little weird creatures and stuff. And then later on I was like, oh, now I understand this. He was just cranking them out.
Smart idea. Great idea. Yeah. Speaking of Fonzie, Pat Morita played Arnold, who also played, of course, his most famous role was Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid. And there is Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid, and of course, Daniel-san. They came as a 2-pack by Remco, released in the 80s.
Remember what Miyagi said?
Karate, come from heart.
I will show no mercy. Fight!
Discover the secrets of karate with Karate Kid Tri-Action figures.
Concentrate, Daniel-san.
They chop, twist, and kick.
And these were great figures because they had not 1, but 2 action features.
Oh, that's cool.
So you could actually, really kind of kick his ass and chop him down to size. And they're wonderful figures. I mean, the sculpting on them is really, really cool. They're basic enough that they, their playability is there, but they're also really well made. Cloth goods. Every one of these figures came with a karate gi, and the cool thing about them is that they came with little sets like tables that you could break, or that type of a thing. Yeah. So of course,
sort of looks like him, eh?
Oh, it looks great. Yeah, it looks totally like him. Remco always did a really good job with sculpting the faces, and there's a whole bunch of these figures. I have about 6 of them, and I think there's 8 of them or 9 of them, and there's a referee. There's Kreese, there's all the Cobra Kai guys, and I have like 2 of the Cobra Kai guys, and I have maybe I have 3 of the Cobra Kai guys and these guys, and that's it. But I'm always on the lookout for them, and they've become really, really expensive. I remember when they were so common. You can find them carded for like $25. Now they're out of the ballpark with price. But Pat Morita, of course, played Arnold in Happy Days, and so I'm sure I could maybe even get a Mego and stick his head on it. And
I was just thinking that's a little small.
A little bit of a shrunken head.
Yeah.
Get it? No pun intended. With the still though, a very cool figure.
Yeah, that's great.
And Daniel-san.
What's this little like white?
That's the one to make his arm move.
Oh.
So you can get him in position. Pull it right up until it locks.
Oh, I see.
Down. Hiya. Wax on, wax off. And then you can push the other foot and it kicks.
Right.
So I like the fact that it has that 2 karate feature.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Built in. Yeah, that looks like him. What was his name? Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, Ralph Macchio.
People used to say I look like him. I don't know.
Steady gold. Pony boy.
All right, what do you got?
I have Okay, I have three. Oh, I have 3 in one here. Mexican bootlegs. So this is the typical wrestler with his hands up like
So
that.
by typical wrestler, the bootleg
typical-
wrestler that you would get in Mexico City,
Yeah,
if you go to
yeah.
matches, you
And
can get
then-
these for a few pesos.
And then the head is the stretch monster.
Wow, what a cool figure.
Which is pretty cool.
You got this from your Mexican dealer?
Yes. And then there's the stretch monster head.
That's amazing.
It's beautiful, eh?
Yeah, and this
a
is
bit
cast or it's
I
original?
think
Or
it's cast. It looks like it got a little bit mangled at the bottom.
it dried up over time.
It's possible.
This looks legit. I don't know.
It could be.
It's very cool.
I'm not 100% sure. And then here's another one of the stretch monster.
So this is made of resin?
Yeah.
Same guy?
I believe so.
Hold on. Let's see if we can do this.
And there's also, I saw online, there's a Japanese version of the stretch monster.
I saw that too, and he has almost like a,
It's almost like little plates or something. on it.
yeah, like fins or some kind of a,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
strange
We'll put
face.
a picture of that up there.
absolutely.
And Stretch Monster was obviously like, that was the bad guy to Stretch Armstrong, right?
Yes. And then, of course, there's the snake,
And there's a snake. That's right. Yeah.
and you'll never find that.
Which is
There's only
really,
a few known to exist.
really,
They had
really
one on
rare.
Pawn Stars.
Hmm.
Come in, just the head, and they bought it for 500. Just the head.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a cool one. The snake. Yeah.
great piece.
Mm-hmm.
My stretch figure that I had was a stretch Roddy Piper. And I remember he
Oh.
ripped and white powder came out of him.
White powder, because the typical ones are corn syrup,
Yeah.
just filled with a goo.
Did you ever eat it?
No, but we, Kenny Kell and I, he had one, of course.
Yeah.
We stretched it and stretched it one day because we were just determined to make this thing break. And it finally broke, and all this goo came out. And yeah, trouble. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, of course.
And they sold for $11 back in the day.
Oh,
When is it 70? It was 76, right?
70, yeah, 76, 75,
for-
76, yeah.
For Stretch Armstrong.
And then they came back out again in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
But those ones are worth money now. I tried to
Yeah.
find one just
Yeah.
because, and they're like $500. I'm like, huh?
What?
Yeah, I remember just like if it was yesterday, going to the Toys R Us near here and seeing them and going, oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing them in the 90s and it was just like, they were like smaller and
That's right.
more kind of like cutesy, like a
Yeah.
cutesy version. I was
Yeah.
just like, nah,
But
wasn't into it. But now they're worth money.
worth some scratch.
Yep.
Stretch Monster.
Yeah, this
Very
guy's-
cool.
This guy's great.
All right. So I was at a place called the St. Lawrence Market, which is a flea market in Toronto. They have vendors who sell everything from antiques, records, T-shirts, clothing, toys, everything.
This is how
This
far
was
back?
a while back. This is about, I would say, 20 years ago now. And I paid $5 for these.
Oh, yeah?
Bootleg 1970s Batman and Robin robots. I know you love those.
Yeah. Oh, those are so good.
And here, you can hold him.
My
And-
uncle borrow him?
No, and they still work. They walk, they talk, they fight crime. They will battle
They're
this
actually
stretch
kinda heavy.
monster.
they
Yeah,
got
they're
some
really
weight to them.
nice. They're really nice figures. Now I've seen the same robot without the face, without the faces painted, or
Right.
the painting to look like Batman and Robin. So they obviously, somebody saw this and went, that kind of, the antenna could be Batman.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
went out and painted a bunch of these. Like, these were made this way. They were not custom.
Yeah, but it is a very custom looking Batman. symbol,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah. And painted.
Like $5.
Amazing.
I have no idea on the maker or anything like that. So if anyone has any ideas, please drop them in the comment.
Tiny little logo on the back, but I can't.
Yeah, I can kind of see that too, but can't make out what it is. It's a little square. Or
If we
something.
figure it out, we'll put it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, plastic and metal, I believe, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think these came out in the 70s. Looks like it.
I would say so. Yeah.
Maybe even early 80s. You think that they could have possibly come out in the late 80s when the Batman movie came out? Just
Possible.
because?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? They're a bit of a mystery. So if you know, let us know in the
They're
comment.
So cool.
So rad.
I really like this. And oh, I got my toy.
Oh my gosh.
Mexican bootleg blow mold Wonder Woman. She's amazing. And she almost stands.
She almost stands up.
Looks like the attack of the
50-foot woman.
50-foot woman, yeah.
Love her hair. It's completely wrong.
Yes. Completely wrong.
Is she blonde or black hair? Black hair.
Black hair, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But here she has like light mid-age crisis hair. She's like going through something, a breakup possibly.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to be a new woman. Do my hair different. That'll show him.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah. And she's cast to be Wonder Woman. It's not like a repaint of another figure.
No, this would be a full sculpt. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
a little toe crunch, but other than that, she's pretty good. Yeah, sometimes the blow molds have little weak spots,
Right.
and they just sort of get crushed.
Now, couldn't you stick a small pin in the back and kind of push it back out or anything like that?
Maybe.
Would you
I've
want to?
I've never tried. Maybe a little thing with a hook. And
Could you think you could suck it and it would pop back out? You want to do that for the show and see? We'll do some experimenting with the figure.
No.
You sure? I think all of our viewers would like to
I'm gonna
know
suck on Wonder Woman's
his
toes.
foot and see if it pops back out.
Oh, okay. I'll pass. Okay. I'll do that off air.
And when's she from? 70s?
I would say so. Yeah.
Probably the Linda Carter era.
Yeah, I would say so. It's interesting. It's interesting how like the information of like they got all the colors right except for the hair. It's interesting.
And the bracelets are silver. They're not gold.
That's true. These should be. Are they supposed to be gold?
They're silver.
They're silver?
Sorry,
Yeah.
they're gold.
They're gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course they're gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
That could
is-
just be somebody on Halloween going out dressed as Wonder Woman. Doesn't necessarily.
Oh,
have
you
to
know
be
what
the real
also
Wonder
is,
Woman.
is interesting is she's missing her rope. Usually they sculpt
Yes.
the rope into.
Maybe they gave her a
her
piece of
her-
string to go with her.
her
When you bought her.
lasso. Or maybe there was something tied around that's
Yeah.
not on. That's quite possible. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, very 70s-esque we have going on here today.
Mm.
Unintentionally.
And 90s.
And 90s. Well,
Which goes
60s,
back to the 60s.
which
Yeah.
is still back
Yeah.
in the day. Very cool. Well, we won't lose this episode. I promise.
And I have something else.
A surprise?
I do have a surprise.
Oh,
This is
colored it in for me.
yeah, colored in for you for your fridge.
I never colored in yours.
Yeah, it's because you're a jerk. You can have two.
I don't even have one for them.
Oh well.
Look at that. This is going right on my fridge.
And I have a surprise toy.
A surprise toy. Oh,
Look at that.
wow. Look at that. That's too much. I can't even handle this. This is crazy. That's a Cylon's body with Dr. Zaius' head.
Mm,
That is a space ape if there ever was one. What is this?
Mexican bootleg. Yeah, the colors are beautiful.
Oh my God, that's so cool. I want this. Can I keep it?
Mm,
This is so cool. You get me one of these. I want one of these. I want a whole army of
Christmas
these.
is a long time away.
This is a little like flimsy, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
Just kind of,
it's very flimsy. And
but it's very cool.
he's practically falling apart, but you just
Yeah,
kind of squish
kind
him.
of squeeze them back together.
squeeze
Maybe
them
put a
back
bit
together,
of glue
yeah.
just to hold them, but still.
Yeah, it's
Guys,
cool, man.
that's incredible. I love weird, wacky, mashed up toys like this that don't make any sense. Battlestar Galactica, Planet of the Apes. Married
Married
at last.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Maybe he could ride on the back of the bee
Oh, maybe.
and fight Fonzie and Miyagi. There we go. He's going at such speed, he's flying backwards.
Yep.
All right,
So
well,
that's it.
that's
Yeah.
it. If you haven't followed, hit
Last
that
episode.
follow, subscribe, like, leave a comment. We would love to get up to 500 subscriptions, so let your friends know who love toys and collect toys. And we're going to be starting a Patreon soon, so watch out for that. We'll be sure to let you know, and you'll be getting all sorts of special offers via the Patreon. I am Mysterion,
Lab Monkey number 9.
and this is Toy Surprise. See you in our favorite place, the toy store. Thanks for watching Toy Surprise. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscription and notification bell for upcoming adventures here on the Toy Surprise channel.